this is a completely new live set that you're going to be performing tonight, right?
That's right.
I can see you're using the circle on.
Yep.
But do you want to just talk about kind of your voice structure and how
Sure.
and how you've got things set up and how it's changed from the Kimra Beats event?
Yeah, sure. So still the circle is the main sequencer, and it's all being routed to this breakout panel. And there's I believe 22 different CVs coming from the circle on out into the modular, and so I've got 4 different synth patches. And I've got a drum patch as well. So I guess key changes from last time is that I've now added the Akimis Castle by ALM. What I previously had was 3 WMD PDOs, and I was using that in a polyphonic way. But I've actually replaced that with this Akimis Castle, which has a chord mode as well, and I just really like the textures and the sounds, and you can get a lot going on and go from really nice pads to mayhem, really. And it's interesting. It's just a different sound to what is predominantly other mono synth type structures. So that's one of the big changes. What I've also done is I've replaced the DPO I had before with a Hertz Donut. Now it's very similar, I guess, in overall functionality. It's dual oscillator, does a lot of FM. What I particularly like about it is the waveform or wave shaping in this. It's pretty aggressive, to be honest, and it's a bit more cutting than I found the DPO.
So does it cut through in a mix easier than say DPO?
Yeah, in actual fact, it's sometimes a bit too prominent, so I have to really play around with the amplitude of the envelopes in the center of the filters. The other thing that I've added as well is the bit crusher by the Harvestman as well, the Malgorithm, and I'm sending my percussion, my hi-hats, clap, rim, maracas through there as a final thing. And what I'm using is not really too much of the bit crushing, but you've got these different wave shaping options, and some of these are actually stereo. And that's quite nice to get a bit of stereo in the live set, because a lot of it can be quite mono and sometimes a bit tedious after a while. What else? I've added the compressor of the WMD compressor. That's just compressing the drums. So I'm mixing. Get that out of the way. I'm able to sum together the 808 and the 909. Depending in different amounts, then I'm routing it into here. So the nice thing is I can do parallel compression or parallel processing, which is nice. So I can really bring out the low end of that kick. And then finally, both for the drums, for the percussion, beg your pardon, and the kick, I'm just using the low pass filters on these just to bring things in and out a bit more subtly. And I would say overall that's about all I've changed.
And you've also got the Eventai, the time factor and the space.
Yeah, that's
right. They're actually MIDI'd to the circle on, is that?
That's right. So predominantly I'm using it for program changes, but one of the tracks that I'm playing tonight, there is also some automation of some of the parameters using a function inside the circle on, the accumulator. So as the bar ticks around, it adds 1 or 2 to the accumulator, and that actually opens and closes. I think the EQ on the Eventide space, so it brings this lush high frequencies and then back again. So yeah, that's probably about it really.
And you're really very organised with your patch cables. It's something I struggle with.
Right. That did take quite a bit of time. So the reason
is it color coded or is it
no?
Okay.
Some of it
not quite that organised.
No. Some of it I tried to be, but the key thing is that I can get to things quickly, and they're not in the way. So if I need to move something out, it's easy. I want to be able to get at the knobs, not try and get my hands through. Yeah. So it does look slightly anally intensive. but it's actually useful in the light setting.
I think you've got to be a little bit anally retentive
Yeah.
to have a modular in the first place.
Maybe, yeah. And also then to go out and play live.
Yeah, exactly.
With the many hundreds of pitfalls that could happen at any second. But yeah.